Hey everybody, this is Bob Kovacs here at Wirefly for another Wirefly cell phone Schmackdown. Now on the Schmackdown ring today we have something a little bit different. On the left we have the LG Octane and on the right we have the LG Extravert. Both of these are for Verizon Wireless and they are both feature phones. Some people might call them basic phones. Some people call them messaging phones. These are not Android phones. They're not smartphones. But they have some smartphone features, and they have a big benefit that will, perhaps apply to you or someone in your family when we get to it. First of all, neither of these phones require a data plan. They are, as I said, messaging phones or feature phones as we call them. So they are basically phones that you can make phone calls on, you can do texts with them, and you can do some limited internet stuff such as going to a website. Both of these phones even allow you to go to YouTube and play a video. Now both of these phones have keyboards, so you can open them up. Now, when you open up the Extravert here, it looks an awful lot like an Android phone with its screen. This is a 2.8-inch display. Now, this is a resistive display, not a capacitive display, but it is a touchscreen display. So you can touch it and make things move around. But the touch sensing is done resistively, not capacitively, here on the LG Extravert. But it does have a keyboard. Also, you have a keyboard for the LG Octane as well. Now this is a 2.6-inch display. The Octane, of course, has two displays. There's one outside the phone. This is a 1.8-inch diagonal LCD display and a 2.6-inch inside. Now this is not a touch-sensitive display. Neither of these displays are touch-sensitive. So I give the touch sensitivity round because I like a touchscreen. I give that to the LG Extravert. But notice the big keyboard here on the Octane. Very big keyboard, dedicated number rows on both of these. These are good keyboards for texting, and I think perhaps the better one is over here on the LG Octane because the keys are bigger. But because this is not a touchscreen, you have to navigate around the screen using this keypad here. There are navigation keys here as well, but also you can use the touchscreen to move yourself around. Now, both of these phones have speech features, and it's more or less the same with both of them. Here on the Extravert, you touch this little microphone icon down here, and now you can actually give it speech commands. Go ahead and we'll listen here.
Please say a command.
Call Brenda.
Calling Brenda home.
And now it's going to go ahead and call Brenda. I'm going to end that before it makes the call. And so you can go ahead and do the same, a very similar function here on the Octane. It's by pressing this button right here. You see there's a tiny microphone there. When you press that button, you can go ahead and do a speech command. And I think that's good. And you can do it for more than just phone callings. And I did not have to teach the phones to do this. It did that right out of the box. One of the first things I did over here was say call Brenda, and it went ahead and called the phone once I put my contacts in there. So if you load these up with your contacts, you can just give it voice commands and have it do stuff. Now, both of these are affordable phones, so there's essentially no cost when you get these with a contract, or a very low cost. I think at the moment they're free on Wirefly with a contract. However, pricings change regularly, so you should always check on Wirefly before it comes time to actually do that. So let's continue on with the Schmackdown. Both of these have cameras, and they can both take videos and still images. This is a 3.2 megapixel camera here on the Octane. The Extravert has a 2 megapixel camera. I've taken photographs with both of them. And oh, by the way, over here on the Octane you have an LED flash. There is no flash over here on the Extravert. So between the flash and the higher resolution over here on the Octane, I have definitely taken better pictures with the Octane than I did with the Extravert. They can also both take videos. The videos are very modest, standard definition videos. They don't get even remotely close to HD videos. So the video is nothing special, but they both will take video and they both will take still image. If you need to take very casual pictures, these will do fine for you. I was not blown away with the photo quality on either of these, although it was significantly better on the Octane than it was on the Extravert. Now, as I said, both of these can get on the internet. Both of these can show things like YouTube videos. I watched a YouTube video of myself here on the Extravert, and on the Octane, kind of a neat feature is that it has speakers on either side of the screen. Now, I don't believe those are stereo speakers, but that is a great place to put the speakers so that when I watched a YouTube video on this, it looked like it was in fact coming from the screen. So that was a pretty good feature. Okay, this is a Wirefly cell phone Schmackdown. So I am going to have to pick a winner here. But before I do that, let me mention that because these things don't require a data plan, if you order a phone through Wirefly, a data plan costs an extra $30 a month. So there's a voice plan for these, and whatever that voice is, let's say it's X dollars, the data plan is X plus 30. That's 30 bucks a month. These phones do not require a data plan. That's $360 a year. Folks, that is a lot of cash that stays in your pocket. Over the life of a 2-year contract, $720 in savings because you don't have a data plan. And keep in mind that you can do email when you use these phones. You can go here, touch the apps icon, and now you've got the ability to do your local, your web-based email. I'm going to go ahead and back out of this. But you can do your email as well as do some other limited things on the internet, such as web search. If you want to search for something, you can also do that on the internet. Now, you can't do real web browsing like you can on an Android phone or a Windows phone or the iPhone, but you can do some limited internet activities with these phones. And 30 bucks a month is substantial savings. So, as I said, I'm going to have to pick a winner. Of these two phones, I like the one that's a little smaller, and that would be the LG Extravert. If you're going to have a feature phone, you might as well have one that's a little smaller, a little lot more lightweight. This one, by the way, the Extravert has a slightly bigger battery. It's a 1,000 milliamp hour battery versus a 950 milliamp hour battery. That's probably a wash. But I would go for the one that's a little smaller, a little lighter. I also like the touchscreen, so this allows you to touch the screen and make choices. Let's see if I want to go to my settings, and now I can drag and touch things and so forth on the screen. So I'm going to go ahead with the LG Extravert as the winner of this Wirefly cell phone Schmackdown. By the way, if you want to buy either of these two phones, why not give Wirefly a try? We are the nation's largest internet retailer of cell phones, and we got there for a reason. We give great value and service. So why not contact Wirefly when it's time for your next phone? Hey everybody, I'm Bob Kovacs here at Wirefly. Thanks for watching.